Yes, hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hope you are great. Hope you are great. Hey, Swafi Kuma, how are you? Yes, setting up. Where is my timer? Stopwatch. Google timer. What? Fine, next one. Thank you. What is going on? Anyway. Yeah, okay, let's jump in right away. Hello, Madam Perry, how are you doing? Okay, let's jump in right away with setups here, shortcuts, sky texture, add some clouds. Okay, all the best. Thank you, Zach MS. Let's search for some clouds here. You fine? Good. Great. I think this is a good cloud. I want some singular clouds or single clouds. Something like this. Yeah, this here. And this time I want to approach the sky a bit different. Let's create a dome. First pause. Let's create a sky dome here. Just make it super wide. We're going to be inside this sky dome, and I'm just going to under visibility. I don't want it to be rendered, so let me turn it to wireframe, and under visibility shouldn't render. At least the camera shouldn't see it. No shadows, no whatever. Okay, so we have this, and now let me just use my quick decos this time. Quick decos add-on. Quick decos. I already have it here. Oh yeah, here. And go to downloads. Where are my clouds saving? Let me just have them on my desktop. Clouds. Okay. Desktop clouds. Perfect. Now we have our cloud, and I want to use shrink wrap on this, and this should be our target. So you can see the object will wrap onto the surface, which I think is nice, or the clouds will wrap on the surface. We need to rotate them. Let me go into edit mode. Yeah. Now we want this to use alpha. Yeah, so we have our cloud there. Let's see how this looks. Perfect. Yeah, I don't want this to render. I don't want it to affect the diffuse or the alpha channel. I think I want to use an emission for this. So shader emission for the clouds. And let's add a transparency shader. Transparency. Hey, please make a cartoon classroom. A cartoon classroom, maybe next time, not today. Landscape. I always try to find different techniques to approach a project, because you never know which one is going to work best. Yeah, we can try it a cartoon classroom next time. What's your Instagram? You can use exclamation mark in socials. Okay. Can have another cloud here, and let me get a different cloud, a few different clouds here, maybe this. Do you post your artwork on Instagram? Yes. Sometimes I get lazy and forget. But yeah, I do. Now again, you can use exclamation mark socials. Let me socials. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Okay, let's replace this with this. Switch image. Oh, this has to be. Yeah, just crashed on me. I think I had saved. Hey Taku, Otaku, bye. How are you? And how is Bangladesh? Okay, let's pick up space. Just want this to wrap around this. Actually, a better way would just to let me pause the render a bit, grab a section of this, maybe something like this, Shift D, P, and just assign it the same material as this. So we have this, and in a display we can change this from wireframe to textured, and I can just unwrap it, and we should have our cloud like that. And what else? I need to turn on all of these except shadow, and maybe that. So if we come in here, we should have our cloud. Let me undo this for a bit. Actually, we don't need the dome anymore. We just need part of the dome, like this. Bring up the emission. Yeah. So I can duplicate this, Shift D, and switch the material, the cloud image up. Just play with the contrast here, and in the UV map I can either scale this up, scale it up, and I think I'm also going to change this to extend, and I can just rotate the position. Hello Fadi, how are you? Yeah, everything is good. How about you? And Stylo, Alai, how are you? Found your channel yesterday and I love your artwork. Thank you, thank you. You on a vacation on a beach? Nice. Where are you? Hello Fleet UK, how are you? How are you doing? Glad to see you. It's lovely. It gives lots of inspiration. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's start working on the landscape. And actually, I'm going to scale these, put them in a bag. Let's have random. Actually, I want these to be wireframes so that they don't get in the way. Okay, and I'm going to set them as clouds in my collection. Okay, starting with this flat surface, going to give it a few subdivisions. Let me remove this. Give it a few subdivisions and a multi-resolution modifier. Multi-resolution modifier. Subdivide this a few times and add a displacement modifier. Just a bit, apply the displacement and maybe a subdivisions surface. Perfect. I'm going to go to the asset library, grab some trees. I think I might have said this before, but I got myself a 3070 Ti laptop. Oh, nice, nice, nice. How has it been for you? How is it going for you? Is it any good? Okay. Now I'm going to start putting in some trees in different areas. The trees have to be very short to really show scale very well. And this time, actually, I have a tree here, and I'm going to use geometry nodes to instance it. But first, let me add a few subdivisions. Actually, do we need that many subdivisions? Yeah. We can use that many subdivisions. And we need a shrink wrap modifier. Shrink wrapper. I baked a 250 frames fire simulation in 20 minutes. So you mean voxels are are hard to render. And apply. Let me use projected. Yeah, and okay. Let's use geometry nodes to instance some trees. Geometry nodes, new. But by the way, I'm working on a geometry nodes course. If anyone is interested, just letting you know. Let me get an object info node, and points on faces. Grab our. We don't need that many trees. Actually, need fewer than that, and then instance on points. Yeah, I'm really interested on a GeoNodes course. Oh yeah, I'm working on it on one. I'm working on one, hoping to finish it at least in a week. I want about 50 lectures. Let me get the rotation. Perfect. And randomize the rotation. So I'm going to get a random value connected to combine XY. Yeah, the course is going to be a beginner course. I'll make sure that the rotation of this is applied. Okay, and then randomize the rotation Z, and also randomize the scale a bit. So we have some random trees. Like that. Okay, so for this, I'm also going to expose the density. And what else should I expose? And the scale. So let me do a math node. Have a math node here. Math node. Vector math. Change this to scale. And expose that as well. Perfect. Okay. We have our trees. We want the scale of the trees to be really small, like that. Now, if we look at this, perfect. Go back to the shader editor. Create a new material. I would be interested in the geometry nodes for sure. Yeah. Great. I'm working on it as it's going to have two sections. The first one is going to just be an introduction section, and then the second part is going to be making about 20 projects in geometry nodes, making different stuff. Yeah, ranging from beginner, intermediate to a more advanced stuff. Why not scatter the grass with particles? Because geometry nodes gives you a few options. And since it exposes the settings here, I can easily determine the density here and the rotation, and the randomized scale like that. So that's why I want to use it. Okay, let's create some grass for the terrain. So for the grass, let's create a texture. Let me go to my quick texture folder, grass. Get some grass. That sounds ace, man. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Burning Bright, glad to see you. Yeah, you can also give me some tips on what you would want to see in the course. Maybe I could add that since I'm still working on it. She had a 12 GB of RAM. It would be just top. I only have 3070. Okay, let me get some grass here. Create a grass shader here. Let's see. Doesn't need this. Think the sun is too much, so let's do 0.5. Okay. Let me do a grass, a color mix RGB, mix up this grass a bit. Okay, let's bring in some cliffs here. I'll go to I'll add a plane. Actually, let me just add a displacement. No, what is it called? What is it called? What it is? Mount resolution modifier. You agreed? Nice, nice. I saw your render, man. It was just amazing. I think it came out better than mine. To tell you the truth, this here. So if you want around a few days ago, we made this. We made something like this, but yeah, Burning Bright just really upped his game, and look at this. Looks amazing, especially the additions you added made it look superb. Geometry nodes, cords, cables with conjunction boxes. Nice, nice. Telegraph alls with wires and beziers. Okay, I'm not sure what telegraph alls. Let me see. Telegraph alls with telegraph. Oh, you mean poles? Oh, I see. That can be done. Have you seen Buildify and Rodify? Yes, I have seen that. Maybe things like that. Sure, we can try adding stuff like that in that as well. I learned from your streams. Nice. Thank you. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, subdivide this, add subdivisions, mount res, add a displacement. I'm going to grab some height maps because it's usually hard to make heights or mountains like this. So height maps are really your friends. So I'm going to go to my resources, height maps. Let me see if this, let me apply the scale. Apply the scale. I have this height map. We might need more resolution. So let me subdivide this. Let me try a different image. A mountain height map. Yeah, something like that. One thing you will notice that it's being stretched here, and that's usually because if you use this subdivide instead of the simple, you know what? I think I'm okay with this. So that should give us some nice mountain detail. Let me see if I can subdivide this more so we get more detail. But the issue with this is that it's going to come with a lot of geometry, which I'm okay with because I'm going to just apply that and use the decimate modifier to reduce on the detail amount. Yeah, something like that. Apply that. Yeah, that should be enough. I'm just going to also remove these tips here. These tips. Actually, let me just go to around here. Just select anything. I want to select all of these. Remove that. Yeah, so we have our terrain like that. Okay, so we can have this in the close-ups and in the back. We can stretch it. there I can. Let me see. Just try to bring this. Yeah, something like this in the foreground. Could add a subdivision surface. Okay, maybe that was a mistake. Maybe not. Yeah, it's too much. Me too. Top channel is a great teacher. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Yo, if you're just getting here, it would be amazing to leave a like. I will have 13 likes. If we can get it to 20 likes, that would be superb. It would be amazing if you tried to make some of the architecture from Blame Manga. Let me see. Blame Manga. I see. That's some interesting pieces. Also quite difficult because it's in black and white. But yeah, we might try it maybe one time. Okay, let's see how this looks now with some mountains. Okay, the mountains in the back need to be pushed further back, I think, and maybe flattened up a bit. Okay, something like that. Again, our clouds, we might have to push them further back again. Turn up the clipping for this for our camera. Let's try 1000 like that. The rotation, the sun, we can rotate it 45. degrees, and okay, let's start working on the materials for this. For the mountains, so we can get texture coordinates. Can separate these coordinates. Look at that Z detail we have. We can use a math node, vector, convert math node, multiply. And start layering, creating some detailed grass using shaders. You can make some Gothic architecture elements that make a Gothic castle, etc. Build using geometry nodes. Then you can sell it, people making lots of money with it. Yeah, that's something I could do, I think. It takes a lot of time though to make stuff like that. And, but yeah. I should be able to make something like that. Well, let's get some grass noise like this. Let's do hello man, I'm a starter in Blender. How many hours you have in Blender, or how many years? Yeah, I've been using Blender for like 10 years. So yeah, it's been a while. And how are you, Higgins? How are you? Let me use objects for the mapping. A lot of time equals a lot of money. True. Yeah, I think I just have to get better at budgeting my time. I should get better at budgeting my time. Let me use color. We want to use some. Let me just sample the colors they have here. Okay, that's nice. We can also go to vertex paint and do some dirty vertex. Shift K. Paint dirty vertices like that. That will give us some nice detail as well. So I can import that using the attribute node. Hey Kapil, man. What's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Blend the two. I'm not sure how I'm going to blend this. Let's try overlay. Can you make a short film like Cresset? Who is Cresset? I don't think I Cresset. Do I know who that is? I don't think I know who that is. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Glad to see you. Yes, glad to see you. Just trying to blend these two. So this one looks like this. This one looks like this. Yeah, I think a blend like that would be great for detail. And all the other objects should have the same material. Control link materials, and we should also have object dirty vertex colors on that. Let's see how this looks now. Okay, the sun is still quite a lot. Get some volumetrics. Volume. put a hue saturation node at the end, tweak the saturation value. Okay. I think this should also pick up the same material as this. There may be add some displacement. Like that. More subdivisions. Yeah, something like that. I think we're starting to get there. Hue and saturation. Color, hue, and saturation. Yeah. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Meet.exe. How are you? Okay. Now it's these forests that are going to make this look superb. So I'm just going to increase the density. Have a forest there. Duplicate this. Select our shrink wrap objects. Let me first pause this. There's a way these shadows are being rendered that I don't like. Let me try increasing the size of the sun. We like parallax a lot. Huh? Confused? Let me see. I think let's try rotating this. Okay. Let me try getting a smooth. Okay. Search for parallax and what it means. No, I know what parallax means, but I'm not sure how you want me to because parallax only is visible only when you have some sort of animation. Hello Wall, how are you? Do you watch Corridor Crew? Yeah, I do, definitely do. I definitely do. Okay, let's get a character here. Let's try adding more forests. different areas. Do you work for some company? No. Just going at this by myself. Okay, there is this sort of road that meanders around. Let's attempt making this. So if I get a curve object, and just try to draw the path directly onto this, and on that, this here, and I make sure this is set to surface. And bring back some music here. Hey, Ray Rock Major. Greetings from Belgium. How are you? How is Belgium? Looks good. Thank you. What can you advise a novice fashion designer? Well, not to get advice from a novice fashion designer too, because I'm also a novice fashion designer, so I don't think I can really help you there. Okay, I want to set up a path. Yeah, what software are you using to create your cloth? Is it Claw or MD, Mother's Designer? Just want to see how this is going to look as a road. I don't want you to cast any shadows. Yeah, something like that. Just a road. Let's add some clouds. will you be using alpha trees? Because we don't really have a lot of trees here, I'm not going to be using alpha trees, but it would be really amazing for this type of scene, I think. It would definitely be perfect for this scene. I actually should have used that in the beginning. And maybe we can still use it. We'll see. Let's create another road. Actually, let me just extend this road. Yeah, we have some roads. We can add in more trees. Yeah, something like that. Hello, relaxed people. How are you? Let's go to Sketchfab and see if we can find a character, an anime character we can use. Sketchfab. Anime. Yeah, let's get this one here. It's by who? By Halloween. And I think it's a free model. So yeah, nice. Thanks to them. A hot air balloon? Yeah. Yes. Of course. Let me first add this character. Where did I? Compressed. Aufgal. Extract files. Aufgal. Okay. So file import. GLT downloads. Okay. Aufgal. We don't need this piece. Let's see how this looks. Comes with all the materials in. Let's get some grass. Let me use this. Project. I want to have some grass at the close up here. Let me go to the particles, just increase this. Okay, I want this to be just maybe scale her up a bit. Grass. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Bernardo Pinheiro. Thank you. Let me try to scatter some grass on this side as well. Think it might help. What do you guys think I can add here? What else do you think I can add? Oh, hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. Shouldn't be hard to make. Scene looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Let's add a hot air balloon. We can do UV sphere with, let's see. Let's go very minimum, 12 watts, 24 watts, and let's do 12. Let's do 6. And I think I can just turn on proportional editing. Just looking at the shape here. It's shaped like an avocado, I think. Avocado or avocado, whatever you guys call it. Avocado. Okay. Subdivision surface. And just select. Let me do checker select. Ring select. Ring select, and then a checker select. Yeah, and then loop select. Is that it? Yeah. Bevel this. Push these. And we have an air balloon. So I'm going to select this. This, push those out like that. I think the middle here shouldn't be. Let me turn it into a face. Maybe some snow mountains in the far right, or like what we have here. Yeah, I think we can do that. Now here, let's just add maybe a cube. Actually, the cube doesn't have to be part of this. This can be. I'm just going to grab these edges here. Just extrude them up. And we have that. Just going to call that an air balloon. Now the materials, we can, let's do air balloon texture. Now actually do we need to be too detailed about this? For the balloon texture, let's, I don't know. Let's create a texture, gradient texture. Pick a flag for the texture. Like what flag? Like a water flag. Now let me just tribute to my region. Let's do the East African Community flag. So you guys have an understanding of where I am from. Yeah, let's just use the East African Federation flag. I think we can use some translucence. Yeah. And this, I'm just going to make it, I don't know, any color. Parent it to this. Okay, and I think this has to be quite big. Let me add this grass, these grass particles in here, throw them in, see how they would look. Let's do snow mountains. I was already forgetting about those ones. And just grab these, isolate it. Snow mountains. I think since we have this this node here, just gives us. So I think snow would usually be in the crevices here. And I think because we are using vertex paint, we're seeing a lot of sharp areas, but since this is also in a very distant area, it shouldn't matter that much. Let me see, can we use a minimum value here? Maximum or minimum value here. Smoothen maximum. Will that smoothen things? Not really. But I think we can also combine this with the Z. So if I grab another color ramp here, grab the Z. Oh, I'm forgetting one thing. They should have a completely different material, I think. That should be Z. And I can just subtract these two. Or just use smooth minimum. I think that's also working. Let's say subtract. If that's that. Yeah, I think this is yeah, would be a nice snow detail. Now we can just slap the snow directly onto the green. We don't really have to do much about it. Actually, we can separate these materials, I think. Make the snow different. So let me do a shader mix. Use this as the factor. Now we should have snow on top of the mountains. And I would prefer this to be a rocky texture. So let me change this a bit to a more rock material. Yeah, rock material like that. The snow, we can just... I'm not sure if it's going to matter that much if we have this colored. I see. Let me first grab all this cloud detail. I think this can also be yeah. There may be some volumes. Let me first pause this. Add some volumetrics. Principal volume. Yeah, I think it's starting to look more like the scene we want. Thank you, thank you. Let's use a hair material here. You make so fast. You so fast making stuff. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been practicing quite a lot. Looks good. Thank you. Okay, I don't think I need that many hair particles. Maybe have a sitting dog next to the woman, looking up at her. Do I have a dog? Let me find something on mix on. Yeah, I think we can have that. Let me see. Sketch fob. Shrink wrap for the grass. Things I would never know if I haven't watched you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe this dog. Yeah, this puppy would be great. This is Yuri Misiuk. Yeah, so if you get the model like this, make sure to give him a follow and a like. Let me just do that as well. Someone puts in quite a lot of work and to give out the model for free. Show some appreciation. Okay, where is this? The grass in the foreground is too blue. Something like that. Let's get the dog. It's really high poly, high detailed dog. So you want the dog to look at him. So let me see. Scout mode, look at her. Scout mode, use this pose tool. Oh. It is mirrored. Ramesh what? The dog? I don't think I need to remesh the dog. He's okay. He's okay. Yeah. Need him to be well lit. So let me add maybe an area light right about here. Yeah, and I think I want the character to stand out. Yes, thank you for subscribing. Now it looks like there is a story involved. Every picture tells a story. True, true, true. And thank you for the suggestion. I think it really added something. Looks mint. Thank you. And thank you, Masku Hidayat, for subscribing. I appreciate that. I think the girl pose is a bit off. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but the issue with this girl is that she's paused. She doesn't have a rig to change her pose easily. You might need a different character for this. Love the foreground lighting you just did. Yeah, I like it too. It just makes the character stand out. What about this one? This one a paid one. Let's see. A pose that might work here. Let's see, can we pose her differently without doing too much? Mixamo wouldn't pose this one very well because first of all, her pieces are, her meshes are not, it's not a single mesh, it's a separated mesh. Oh, you're saying we get a character for Mixamo? Is that what you mean? You could have her pointing to the balloon. Okay, let me see. How this one will do. The reason why I usually don't like to use this character is because it's very recognizable that she's from Mixamo. Maybe you can make a few tweaks. Now let me just go to my cloth library and give her a skirt. Let me first make her editable. Yeah, this one is already for Mixamo. Yeah. Yeah, this one looks like a walking kind of person. Let me give her some, I don't know, a skirt or something. Maybe this. Maybe this cat seems a bit too much. The shirts works fine. Okay. Then let's stick to those. Yeah, I think that is going to be it. Maybe I can add a few this grass on this side. A flock of birds in the mid ground on the left side. Birds. Give me a moment a bit. I have someone calling me. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to end the stream here.